And collective, welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self-love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome to Wisdom of the Shadow Zodiac Signs. So, this is for my Libras. Libras, you guys are known for being in balance, being diplomatic, bringing justice, fairness into your life and the life of others. You are always idealistic, charming, but sometimes you have feelings of being indecisive, a little needy, a little impatient. So let's take a look at what shadow work is most important to you at this time, Libra. Okay. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. So take what resonates and leave what does not. And also be sure to check your other placements. All right. So, what is the most important shadow work for Libra? Relentless craving. Addiction is a prison disguised as freedom, consumed, eroding habits. So, Libra, either this is your energy now or something you have dealt with in your past, where you needed to heal this craving, relentless craving that you had for some type of addiction. Again, addictions can be of people, situations, places, or substances. So flip it where it goes. But there is something or someone that you had a relentless craving for. And again, if this is your current energy, this is something you're still working on healing. It is about trying to break this habit or find a healthy alternative to this relentless craving that you have. Anything that people do too much of can be bad, so even if this is about, let's just say, for example, exercising, you can have an addiction to exercise. And even though it is something that is good for the body, it is healthy, it can definitely be overdone to the point of being harmful. So this just about finding balance, about not craving or wanting something to the point of your detriment. So whatever that is, I pray that you are working on, trying to find balance and heal from it by finding a healthy alternative to this need that you have, or maybe trying to understand why you have this craving forward so that you can heal that part of you. Because maybe you're trying to fill a void of something. Maybe this is a craving that helps you forget about a heart that's broken, or it's a trauma response to something that was done to you, maybe in your past. So, for example, if this is about a sex addiction, there can be some shame and guilt that you feel behind this relentless craving that you have for physical connection. This could stem from a past trauma, something that happened to you as a kid. So now you have this relentless need for it, but it's not in a positive way. And maybe this is causing you to feel shame and guilt. Feel them without judgment. Mistakes do not define your worth, compassion, and acceptance. I say this too all the time. A lot of the times I feel shame and guilt is misplaced. And it's misplaced by the person who caused the trauma. So, for example, if this is something that happened to you as a kid, you should not feel the shame or the guilt. The perpetrator, the person who deceived you, who created the trauma bond or connection, should be feeling the shame and the guilt. But unfortunately, most of the time, a person that can create hurt or deceit or cause trauma to another, their conscious is not truly active. Their feelings of empathy, remorse are not truly active. So the victim ends up being the person left to feel the shame and the guilt, but I feel it is misplaced. So you need to show yourself compassion, Libra. Accept yourself. Everybody has gone through a dark period of life, and it's not to downplay anything that anybody has gone through. It is just letting you know, or as a reminder, that you are not alone in experiences. You'll be surprised how many people have dealt with the same type of trauma, again, most of the time starting from childhood, a lot of the time stemming from family or, close friends. So there's nothing to feel shame or guilt about, Libras. You are not alone. Avoidance. It's key to see the need to avoid discomfort, but also to overcome it and thrive. Confrontation and progress. Yeah, this is about confronting those things about you that you feel shame and guilt for. Once you can look those particular things in the face with courage, without fear, you realize that the fear that you feel is an illusion. The fear is only there because of how you tell yourself to feel about it, or how others tell you you should feel about it, right? You don't have to fear anything. You don't have to pretend to be somebody that you are not. You don't have to pretend to be this perfect person in this imperfect world, because nobody is perfect. I don't care the illusions that people try to use to make themselves seem perfect. People who seem perfect is a red flag, because it means they have a whole lot to hide. So there's no need to avoid what hurt you. There's a need to face this head on, Libra, if you have not done so already. But this could be what you've been dealing with and healing from in 2025, which again, I commend anybody who chooses to go through their healing. Positive change. Yeah, I feel like you have seen positive change in your life because you have felt the need to heal from these traumas, this relentless craving. You have started to forgive yourself and let yourself not be judged about this shame and this guilt. And because you are choosing to confront this trauma, this shadow aspect of yourself, you are making progress and you are starting to see that positive change. You are transforming that pain into your strength and empowering yourself. And that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Transmute that energy from pain into power, prosperity, growth, health. It is an empowering feeling when you are back in control of your own emotions, where other people cannot trigger you because of these past hurts, heartbreak. It allows you to ascend, to evolve, to be free again. So good job, Libras. Again, if you are still dealing with this, I encourage you to face it head on, because I know that you can make it through it. What strengths and abilities will help Libra deal with their shadow? Or what strengths and abilities did they use to deal with their shadow? Renewal. Yeah. You were motivated to go through this healing process, to go through the dark night of the soul, because you want a new start. You are ready for a renewal. You've been feeling worn out and you are exhausted. It's time to refresh yourself, whether by resting or changing your environment altogether. New energy is on the way, and it's going to be something positive for you, Libra, because you chose to heal, because you chose to do the work, or this is what you are going to choose to do. Transformation, confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. You are choosing to transform. You are choosing to go through that metamorphosis, that hard process, and not avoiding it anymore, but confronting it. So you are undergoing a profound transformation as you do this. Have there been any recent changes that made you feel uncertain, Libra? Embrace the shifts that are happening. They are guiding you toward personal and spiritual growth. Beautiful. Yeah, trust the process, Libra. Trust the process right now. Trust is essential for moving forward. So are you doubting the path ahead? Have faith in the universe's plan and in yourself, Libra. Take the next step with so much confidence. Beautiful. Your heart. Beautiful energy here for my Libras. Your heart knows the truth, Libra. Are you overthinking a situation? Trust the wisdom of your heart. It will lead you to the most authentic decision. Beautiful. I love it. I love to see it. Like I said, I commend anybody who chooses to go through this process of learning to heal, of understanding their shadow. Yeah, this is going to ignite your soul. Embrace the mysteries of life. Stay open-minded and embrace the wisdom that unfolds from every experience, Libra. Yes, this is going to reignite you. This is going to make you feel excited as you start to heal and transform and start to see your life transform and change. Yeah, stop and reflect. Instead of avoiding, you are confronting those shadows. You are stopping and reflecting. You're taking a pause in your journey to appreciate how far you've come as well and where you're headed. This is your motivation to keep going because you are seeing progress, because you're seeing positive changes come from you choosing yourself, from you choosing to heal. Yeah, it's bringing back hope. Feather of hope. Grasp the feather of hope, a delicate symbol of upward promises and an uplifting future. Positive change, feather of hope. Feel excited for your future, Libra. When you take back control and you empower yourself and you find your direction, magic opportunities arise. So embrace the unexpected. Seize the chance for transformation here. It's going to bring you some amazing opportunities. Wow. What else? Yeah, new heights. Let your connection with spirit, Libra, ground you as you reach for the sky. I think somebody else got a couple of these. I think it was Cancer. So you may have Cancer somewhere in your chart, or Libra may be your moon placement. Seize every minute. Yeah. Strong Cancer in your chart, whoever I'm connecting to. Seize every minute. Embrace each moment with purpose, for time is a precious gift on your journey of self-discovery. Libra, you are on the right path. Trust your heart. That's a big message, I feel, for whoever it is I'm connecting to. Trusting your heart is going to bring you the renewal that you want. That's what I'm getting. It will completely transform your life. Wow. I love it. Let me get you your animal spirit, Libra. What's the most? Okay. Cheetah. Fire energy. You can have fire somewhere in your chart connecting to one. Cheetah. What is the spirit message for my Libras with the cheetah? Okay, there we go. Cheetah. Solar force, action, achievement, masculine energy. So you could be a masculine that I'm connecting to at this time, or a female and masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah, it shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. When in balance, you can achieve anything. You have boundless energy. When you are out of balance, you are impatient and competitive. To bring back into balance, you need to reconnect to purpose. Beautiful. Reconnect with purpose. You are a cheetah energy, though. Natural brilliance. You radiate sunlight. Okay, let me give you your threads of soul question for Libra. The broken spell. What belief or illusion has been shattered, Libra, by your shadow work that you've done, by the healing that you've been doing? What clarity has broken an illusion or a belief that has been over your life? How can you rebuild with newfound wisdom? The new information that you are obtaining through this healing process, through this journey, how can you rebuild with this newfound wisdom? Beautiful. A lot of you guys are truly gaining clarity about people, situations, environments around you. What is the most important? Okay. Wisdom of the shadow for Libra. You have soul care. Some of you guys are coming out of a grief period. Soul care. I value and nurture my innermost layers. I make time to care for my soul. We are far greater than our bodies, minds, and identities. We are beings more infinite than we know or can fathom. There are countless layers we cannot see or identify, yet we are interconnected to it all. How intertwined do we allow ourselves to be with the infinite aspects of who we are? Do we walk in disconnect with our soul self, or is our soul our core wisdom keeper and informant of our day to day lives? Our soul needs care, intentionality, and awareness. If we create the time to tune in to our soul awareness and allow our soul self to speak to us, we can walk our lives with a deeper sense of wholeness, interconnectedness, and ease. We must remember to care for ourselves at our innermost core layers and notice what experiences, interactions, and acts bring a deep soul fulfillment and nurturance to the core of our beings. Consider what lights the inner flame, the most primal core layers of who you are. What makes you feel in connection with your innermost creative passion? What creates a deep opening in your heart center? Trust your heart. What is your soul longing for? Renewal, transformation, trust. What care intending is your soul self asking of you, Libra? How can you connect to your soul self on a regular basis? How does your soul self inform you how to walk through life? What does your soul need most right now at this moment, Libra? I feel like you guys are finding a lot of truth and clarity and a lot of the connections, a lot of the relationships that you have in your life at this time. Sometimes it's hard to accept, but I feel like for the group that I'm connecting to, if this is something you are going through, I feel like eventually you will learn to accept it because you will be able to truly see what's on the other side waiting for you, which is this renewal, which is this transformation that will allow you to begin to trust. And the first person that you are going to start trusting again is you, Libra. You will also trust what you feel in your heart. You will learn to follow your intuition. What you feel will guide you again. So keep going, Libra. But before you start running like the cheetah, remember to ask the question of why you want to start running and in what direction is best for you. All right, Libras, that's what I have for you. I pray that this was useful. I would love to know about it since this is a new segment that I'm doing. But until next time, you guys, with so much love, bye.